All right, today we are going to be replacing the water pump. See, we have our replacement right here. One quick thing, if you're gonna replace the pump, you have to know where it is. So a good idea, easy way to find it is just turn on the switch to the water pump and just listen. It'll generally give you a pretty good idea. You can see here, I did exactly that. I could kind of hear it behind this panel, put my hand up against it, could feel it vibrating. Just remove the 4 screws using a square number 2 bit, which if you don't have one, you'll want one for RV works. That's what they use almost exclusively in RVs. Took this panel off and found the pump. Now again, if your pump's not working, maybe a little bit tougher, so it's always a good idea to find it first. Basically all we're gonna do to replace the pump, and I'll kind of show you step by step here, but we're just gonna make sure that the water tank is drained. We're gonna bleed some air from the lines. Then we're gonna simply disconnect both our water outlets. We're going to take out the 4 screws that are mounting it down, and then we're going to disconnect the wiring. Of course, before we disconnect wiring, we're going to kill power, and then just basically reverse the process and hook this one back up. So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do here is turn off the valve to the suction line. That way, as we drain the system, it's just not pulling more water through. And we did dump the tanks already, so we should be good. Now we're just going to remove the inlet and outlet water lines here, and then we're going to remove these 4 screws that are holding it down, and then we will cut power and do electrical. Taking this square number 2 bit right here, and we're going to remove some screws. I've already taken this front one out. Let me take this one out, see if we can find it here. I buried it in there pretty good. If you can fit a drill in there to remove it, more power to you. I would do it. But oftentimes where the water pump is, it's pretty tight and hard to make that happen. We have the pump removed here, unscrewed it, unscrewed the inlet and outlet connectors. The only thing left is going to be electric, so we are going to kill the power, but it did make a little bit of a mess of antifreeze, so we're just gonna kind of wipe that up and clean it up. So when we install the new pump, everything's good. If I'm gonna go kill the power, it's gonna go a little dark, so that way we can disconnect the electric here. All right, we have it all wired back up here. Now, this pump came with a new strainer, so I just installed the new one, but if the pump you buy doesn't, you can reuse your old one. You just wanna make sure that you take it off. You wanna clean out like any large residue, any chunks by hand, and then, kind of try to get the rest, just wash it under some clean water. Try to clean that strainer as best you can, and then just go ahead and reinstall it. But now the electrical's hooked up, we are going to go ahead and put it in there, and then we're gonna mount it. All right, now that electrical's hooked up, we have our water hooked back up. Now we just get to the fun part, which is screwing this one back in. Because this pump is a little bit larger, the holes aren't gonna quite line up, so we have some self-tapping wood screws. And the front ones here will be nice and easy. It's just gonna be the back ones are a little difficult, so I'm going to go ahead and probably start with one of the front ones just to kind of anchor it down, and then we'll hit the 2 back ones and finish up with the last one up here. Oh boy. Okay, we got her in there, nice and firmly mounted. All our connections are nice and tight. We're just going to open this back up. Oh, there we go. So that way it'll pull from the tank. We'll fire it up and should be good to go. Ooh, the sound of beauty. All right, we tested her out. Everything ran fine, didn't have any leaks. So we're gonna replace our access panel. So the thing about the water pump installation is it's not an overly complicated one, right? The thing that makes it easy or difficult is purely the location of your pump. As you can see, I didn't have a ton of space to work with. That is commonplace in most travel trailers. Sometimes you get into some bigger Class A's, things like that, you'll have a lot better placement. But overall, pretty simple replacement and something you can probably do yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see ya.